All right, people, welcome back after the break. Let's go ahead. People, can we go ahead? See, I'll tell you one story. Once what happened? CA intermediate class had got over. What happened? Intermediate students were there. They generally, when you come to the class, students will get up, wish you good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is. But when you go to CA final, no, CA final students are generally our age only. Little might be younger. What you think I'm old or what? Okay. So what happened? Next day morning, I had final class. So I walked in from the gate. So generally, when I walk in, when I get on the podium, I'll be like, okay, okay, sit, sit, sit. You two guys, right? CA final students, I'm telling, okay, sit, sit, sit. Nobody is nobody got up only, and I'm telling them, sit, sit, sit. So I was like, huh, what is he doing? Okay. Then I realized that in COVID, students had forgotten that how the class should be. Because when you're watching video class, you're sleeping and watching. Ah, okay. I'm sleeping and watching. Teacher has started, so what? Okay. So that was the effect of COVID to our classes also. And intermediate, though, you guys have resumed. CA final is yet to resume. Means CA final, students are yet to come to face to face. They are coming, but when I see intermediate class 200, 300 students coming, final you will see still the students are yet to come. It will be 30, 40, 50 like that. Students are yet to get into the habit. And they're like, no, 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 I think it is still good sleeping at home and watching. So it will take some time, but yeah, always. You tell me one thing, everyone. Sitting in the class is better or sleeping at home is better? Correct? No. We come to what is a classroom? There's a difference between bedroom and classroom. In classroom, we interact, we talk. Nowadays, what has happened? There is no difference. Class is also bedroom. Sleep, watch, get up. Hey, people watching at home, get up. Everyone, chalo. We'll go ahead, everyone. See, online as a mode should always be used whenever you don't have an option. Otherwise, a classroom is a classroom. Correct, everyone? Can I go ahead, everyone? Chalo. Everyone over here now. People watching at home, are you guys there? Get up. Chalo. Everyone over here now. Sometime you might be feeling, sir is very serious. Correct, no? Because I'm a CA final teacher, Baba. I'm a CA final teacher who was always teaching. I started my this thing GST ka when GST came in 2017. I started with CA final only, CA final and CS final. 2017, 18, 19, 20. Always I was teaching CA final. 2020 onwards, I started with intermediate also because inter mein also students wanted chart book. Final, I had introduced the chart book. Inter also student told me, sir, please let's do it. So I thought institute also told me, our institute that sir, why don't you take? So I had started in 2020. COVID came. ठीक है? Right now, camera is there. Camera never smiles. So I was also serious, like CA final only. Then 2022, COVID got over. Then we started again offline. Now, when I come to offline, no. Now students feel I'm serious. But I'll tell you one thing. What happens in CA final? No, you can't do any bakwas. In CA final, students come to class 6:30 to 9:30. 9:30 they have office. So 6:30 to 9:30, no, you are only teaching. Means you don't have any time to go ahead and talk anything extra. Like how I am doing now. Anything extra, you don't have time to talk. If you talk anything no extra, no student will like, sir, you teach no, sir, because you have to run to office. You getting my point? So what has got into me also, I've got into the habit of only teaching. When I come to class, only teaching, teaching, teaching. I don't know any jokes. Okay, everyone. So what I'm telling you, no, if anytime any student feels that, sir, you're not joking, you are very welcome to come and tell a joke. We'll all will listen. Okay, everyone. Arey Vibal. Okay? But I'm not a bad person or not a very serious person. But the thing is, I have only content to teach you guys. And I'm a teacher and I can only teach. Can we go ahead, everyone? Here now. Everyone over here now. Now, the next one is section number 7.1. A. Tell me one thing. We started with section number 7.1a, A, B, C. One thing I can make sure is I can make you remember, I can make you write, and I can make you score well. Entertainment is not guaranteed. Can we go ahead, everyone? Here now. Now, section number 7.1 may, when you go ahead and fall over here. Then you will go ahead and see whether it is supply of goods or supply of service. We learned 7.1 first paragraph, second paragraph. Now, this one I will teach you later. Don't cut anything in the chart book, everyone. Now we'll move to the third one. The third one talks about treatment or process applied on another person's goods. If I apply treatment or process on your goods, for an example, I'll tell you. I made this bottle. I send it supposingly to Pawan. Okay, Pawan, no. I send it to Pawan. I told Pawan, do the painting on the bottle and return the bottle to me. My question is, he painted the bottle and returned it to me. He used his paint also. Paint is material. And he gave me service also by painting it. Now, whether it will be considered as supply of goods by him to me or supply of service by him. I sent the bottle. He painted and returned. He gave me service or goods. He used paint also, no material. But he will tell more is service. But what government went ahead and told is whether more is material or whether more is service doesn't matter. Always remember one thing. If you go ahead and tell anyone, if you go ahead and give anyone your goods and tell him to do some treatment on the goods and give it back to you, or he'd applied some process on the goods and gave it back to you, it will always be a supply of service. For example, I made this table. On the table, varnishing was required. Varnishing. I gave the table to him. Pawan, I told you do the varnishing and you give it back to me. When he did the varnishing, he applied some material also. He applied some service also. But it will always be considered a supply of service. Chalo, I'll give you one more example. I made jeans pant. Now, jeans pant me, you will see washing will be done and fading, etc. will be done. You will send your jeans pant to one person. He will do the washing, etc. and give the jeans pant back to you. Company will do no. My question is, when I make the jeans pant, it is my jeans pants which are there, which I made. I send it for person to do the treatment or process. He gave it back to me. He gave me goods or he gave me service. Service. Always remember one thing. Whenever you go ahead and tell someone to do some treatment or process and give you the goods back, he's always giving you what? Supply of goods or supply of service? Is my point clear? Chalo, I'll give you one more example. Everyone over here now. For an example, we'll go ahead and take some example. Okay. Whose example we'll take? We'll take the example of Saurabh. Where is Saurabh? Saurabh here. Everyone here now. Okay. Supposingly, this is Saurabh ka car. Okay, everyone. Everyone, this is Saurabh and Saurabh ka car. Okay, everyone. Now, Saurabh is going to meet his girlfriend. Okay. So, when he was going to meet his girlfriend, his car may, supposingly, the tire have become like this. Old tire. Okay. Old tires means the threads of the tire are gone. You will not be able to see the thread. The tires have become old. So what he did, no, he came to my shop. Okay. Saurabh was going to meet his girlfriend. He came to my shop. Ding, 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 ding. He went ahead and told, sir, the tires you see of my car, the tires have become old, sir. Do one thing, no, sir. Take out the tire. People, what I did? He told me, sir, can you do one thing? Can you take out the tires from my car? Okay. Now do what? Now put new rubber. Can you see this rubber? Put new rubber on the tire and make the tire new. This is called rethreading. This is called what, everyone? Rethreading. I took out your tire from the car, put the rubber on the tire, put the gum and made the tire look like new. And I put the tire back. Now what will I do? I will put the tire back to your car and you will go. Is my point clear to all? My question over here, what I did for you is a supply of goods or supply of service? Supply of? Why? Your goods. I did treatment of process. Although in the process I use some material also. But still it will always be considered a supply of service. Can I go ahead, everyone? What I did for you, no, it is always a supply of service. You know that service ka name is job work service. It's called what, everyone? Job work. And who am I? Job worker. I'll be called as what? Job worker. And what I did for you is called what? Job work. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now listen to me. Tell me one thing. If I do job work for you, I'm giving you goods or service. Is my point clear? Chalo, I'll go ahead and give you one more example. I love drawing. Okay, you tell me who is this? Who is this, everyone? Okay, I am the garbage guy. Okay, I went to the market. I bought some old tires. Old tires I bought. Okay, everyone. Ding, 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 ding. I came back. Okay. Now, after I came back, I opened the packet. I took out all the tires. Okay. I took out all the tires. I put rubber on the tires, made all the tires look like new, and now I've kept it in my shop. And now, whenever anybody will come, no. So now, for an example, Saurabh came. He told, sir, the tires in my car have become old. I told you, take out the tire and throw. You can buy this rethreaded tire from me. I will sell you a tire which is already rethreaded. Am I doing treatment or process on your goods or my tires only? I have done the rethreading and kept it. So now when I am selling the tire, I am selling goods or service? Goods. Sure. That's all, everyone. See here. Circular rethreading of tire. I did rethreading for the customer. Supply of goods or service? Service. Supplier is selling rethreaded tire. Supply of goods. I already did the retrading, kept the tires ready. Now, when you come and buy the tires from me, am I giving you service or I am selling you tires? When I am selling the tires, I am giving goods or service. Goods. Is my point clear to all? Chalo. We'll go ahead and give you one more example. Everyone, listen. For an example, you have seen this chassis of the bus truck. You will see on the highway. Sometimes people will be riding and going. You know what they are going? They are going to a fabricator who can do the bus ka bodybuilding. Who can build the what, everyone? Bus ka body. So for an example, you have this chassis. You have this chassis. You went ahead and bought this chassis from supposingly you bought this chassis. You went ahead and bought this chassis from whom will you buy? You bought from Volvo. Volvo company, you bought this chassis. Okay? Who went ahead and bought? For an example, madam, your name? Sahana bought this chassis from the company. Sahana came and told me, sir, I want to open Sahana Tours and Travel. So on this, you do one thing. You make the bus ka body, make all the sleeper seats inside this. So basically what happens, no, these big companies who are there, they buy bus ka chassis only. And fabrication on the bus, they get it done from outside. So you came with the chassis and you told, sir, can you put iron, steel, seats, etc. and make my bus ready? I put iron, steel, everything, and I made your bus ready. You came only with that, everyone? The engine and the chassis. Can I go ahead, everyone? My question to you, I supplied you goods or I gave you service? Sure. But I used iron, steel, material used, but still it will always be considered a supply of. Can I go ahead, everyone? Supply of service. Okay. I am Volvo company. My chassis only. I only build the bus, full body. And now I am selling the full bus with the body. Supplying of goods. Is my point clear to all? Tell me one thing, everyone. You gave me the chassis. I built the bus. It is supply of service. My chassis. I only went ahead and did the fabrication. And I sold the bus. Supply of goods. Everyone over here. Bus bodybuilding, that is when you do fabrication on chassis provided by customer, it is always supply of. When it is your own chassis and you are supplying bus, it is supply of. Is my point clear to all? The fourth circular which was there was over here. Whenever you are doing treatment or process on another person's good, it is always supply of. And tell me one thing, do it treatment or process for someone else, it's called what? The name is what, everyone? See, when I do treatment or process for you on another person good, this work ka name is what, everyone? Job work. This work ka name is job work. Is doing job work supply of goods or supply of service? Supply of service. Can I go ahead, everyone? People, would you like to read this and tell me if you are clear? Then we'll go ahead. Read the fourth one and tell me, everyone. Are you all 100% clear with this? People watching at home, people over here, please read and tell me. Done, everyone? Can we go ahead? Everyone over here now, listen. The next one. The fourth paragraph is transfer of business asset. People listen to me very carefully. Transfer of business asset. Here, A, B, C, all the 3 points are there. We'll go ahead and understand this one by one. For an example, everyone here now, listen. I went ahead. This is my business. For an example, we are the coaching institute. These are business. You know what I did? I went ahead and bought projector. I bought television. I bought ACs. I went ahead and, for an example, I am not into the business of teaching. I am doing other business. I would have gone ahead and bought stock also. Do you guys agree with me? Tell me one thing. If I am a registered person, I would have gone ahead and taken all the input tax credit. You know what happened? I sold half of the goods. I went ahead and sold half of the goods. Input, I used it. Tension over. Now, remaining half of the goods are there in my stock. How many goods are remaining? Remaining is there. What is the government waiting for me? To sell it and pay GST. Do you guys agree with me? I told, hey, sir, close the shutter, take all the goods home. I closed the shop, took all these goods home. Tell me one thing. Some I sold it, I used the credit, story over. Remaining goods are there. Government is waiting for me to sell. I did not sell. Permanently, I took all the assets home. It will be considered I closed the shop. I don't want to do business. Permanent transfer of business asset. Did I take the ITC? Yes, everyone. If I take all these assets home, is it a permanent asset transfer? My question, if you close your business and take all the assets home, is it supply? Yes. Government told supply of goods or supply of service? Simple, no. Government told permanently if you transfer or dispose your asset, people, permanent transfer is what? Everyone. Permanent transfer is what? Supply of goods. Okay. I did not close my business. You tell me one thing. My assets of the business, I permanently transfer to someone. It is supply of goods or supply of service? Simple, everyone. That's all they have gone ahead and told. Whenever permanently you transfer, it is always supply of goods. Chalo, theek hai. I will ask you one more question. This is the projector of my business. Okay? Or might be in my business, I have a car. Director came and told me, sir, my son's wedding is there. The car which you have, Mercedes in the business, give it for 10 days for my son or daughter's wedding. I will use it. I told, okay, you pay me 50,000 rupees for using it for 10 days. I gave it to him temporarily. My question over here, is it an activity? Is it for a consideration? Is it in the course of my business? Yes. It's not your business, but it's in the during the carrying out of your people. Business asset, if you use for anything, it will be told as it is in the core. Array, I sold all scrap of my business. Is it my business? But it's in the course of your business. So I went ahead and gave the card to my director for 10 days to use temporarily. My question is supply, not supply. Say activity for a consideration in the course of business. Supply of goods or supply of service. They clarified if you put any asset to private use or make it available for non-business use to anyone, it's always a supply of. Is my point clear to all? Okay, you tell me one thing. If I ask you this, I bought assets, all the assets are there in my business. I close my business and take the assets home. Then what will happen? Is it not like permanent transfer only? Yes or no? But they simply told it here. At the time of closure of business, if you take all the assets home, permanently, if you take all the assets, it's like permanent only, no? It will be deemed as supply of goods. I want to ask you guys, everyone over here, people watching at home, are we clear till here? People over here, tell me. I went ahead and took, supposingly I'm a AC dealer, all the ACs in my business. I went ahead and 5 ACs, I took it home. Permanent transfer, transfer of goods or transfer of service? Goods. Some assets of my business, I went ahead and took it home. Temporarily, I went ahead and used it for my non-business purpose. My question, supply of goods or supply of service? Service. Okay. The assets of my business, I closed my business. All these assets which are lying over here, I took it home. Is it not like permanently taking all your assets home? Permanent transfer of a business asset on which you took the people. Can I ask you one thing? It means if you have gone ahead and taken the ITC and those assets you take it home, government wants GST. Government wants, it's a permanent transfer of business asset. Government said it is supply of goods, pay me GST because you took. Tell no ITC. Do you guys agree? It means government ka objective is what? If you have taken ITC, you have to pay. Everyone, you have to pay GST. Do you guys agree with me? Chalo, I'll tell you one thing. So, ठीक है, I will do one thing. I told government you want GST, right? I will do one thing. Instead of taking all the assets home, I will go ahead and give it to my friend. I will go ahead and give it to my friend. All the assets and liabilities of my business, I will give it to him. Means all the business only, complete business, I will give it to my friend. It means I'll transfer my business as going concern. You know going concern? What is going concern? Running business only, you give it to him. You did not close down your business. You told your friend, from today, this business is yours. My question, in this scenario also, did I transfer all my assets and liability? Arey everyone, you know what government says in this scenario? Government says, Ramesh, do one thing. In this scenario, if you transfer your business as going concern to your friend, he will sell, he will collect GST, and he will pay GST to the government. Do you guys agree? And hence, even if you go ahead and permanently transfer all the assets to your friend, if you transfer it as going concern, exemption. Government told it will not be a supply of goods. You don't have to pay GST. Your GST will be. Why? Why? Because he will sell, collect GST and give. Arey, ultimately, government ka objective is GST. I took ITC. I gave all the business to my friend. He will sell, he will collect, and he will pay GST to the. But if I close and take it home, then supply of goods. But if I give it to someone as going concern, will that person sell, collect GST and give to government? So my question, goods going from me to him, will it be a supply or not a supply? Hello everyone, not a supply. Chalo, I'll ask you once again. You tell me one thing. I went ahead, closed down my business. No, did not close my business. Simply, this is my business already. All the assets of my business, I permanently sold it. Stock of my business, I permanently sold. Correct, everyone? Supply of goods or supply of service? Simple. Whenever you sell assets of your business, current asset, fixed asset, it is always supply of goods. Temporarily, if you give it to someone, supply of service. Sure, everyone, if you are giving it to someone for using it, it's always supply of service. If I close my business and take all the assets home, then it is supply of goods. Okay. I went ahead. You know what happens in case of business transferred as going concern? I will get up from the seat, okay, and my friend will come and sit on the seat. Imagine everyone, what I'm telling, I actually don't transfer my business. Shop is there only. I will get up and go, and my friend will come and sit. It means from me, the business got transferred to my friend or anyone whom I sold the business. My question, instead of me, that another person sat now, will he sell? Arey everyone, will he collect GST? Will he pay GST? So my question is, from me to him, when the business gets transferred, does all the assets get transferred? Does all the liabilities get transferred? Is it a permanent transfer? Yes. But government told Ramesh, GST will be exempted. It will not be a supply of goods because you gave it to him. He will sell, he will collect, and he will pay the GST. So when business is going from you to him, it will not be a supply of goods. See, exception is when business is transferred as going concern, you gave it as going concern, or business is being carried on by a personal representative. Who is a taxable person means who is a registered person. Means I, one person, why should I? One person is gone. And everyone, one person is gone. Now who is taking care of the business? Representative. Might be his wife, his son. My question to you guys, when he from him, this person is gone. From him, the business is transferred to his son. Who will pay the GST now? Son. So my question is, when from him the business is going to him, will it be a supply or not a supply? Is my point clear to all? Not a supply. Is my point clear? See everyone, what they are telling. This treatment of process I explained you. Rethreading of tire and bus bodybuilding I explained you. Chalo, we'll come down to transfer of business asset. Everyone over here in your book. See, once I am reading from the book, once I am showing in the chart book so that you guys are connected with both here. Everyone over here now, listen. See, it says, whenever goods forming part of the assets of a business are transferred or disposed of under the direction of the person carrying on the business so long so as no longer to form part of those assets, means my business ka assets are being permanently transferred so that it's no more part of my asset. It means permanent transfer. It such transfer is always a supply of goods by the. Is my point clear to all? Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. See, I've written permanent transfer with consideration is also supply. Without consideration, where ITC has been availed, is also a supply. But permanent transfer of goods, people tell me one thing, permanent transfer, ITC is not taken. Supply, not supply. If it is not a supply only, why will you see supply of goods or supply of service? Do you guys understand what I'm telling? First of all, it has to be a supply. If it is supply, then you will see supply of goods or supply of service. People, if ITC is not availed, it is not a supply only, and hence there is no. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Where by under the direction of a person carrying on the business, goods held for the purpose of business are put to any private use or are used or made available for any purpose other than business, the usage or making available is a supply of service. I gave you the director wala example whom you gave temporarily your asset. If you give someone your asset temporarily to use, service. Can I go ahead, everyone? The last one over here, where any people local language is little different, but first you learned over there, then you come back over here, it looks simple. Can I go ahead, everyone? See, where any person ceases to be a taxable, ceases means stop. You are no more a taxable person. It means you are no more under registration. You're telling I'm closing my business. Any goods forming part of the assets of the business carried on by him shall be deemed to be supplied. Deemed to be in the course of furtherance immediately before he ceases to be a taxable person. It means if you close your business, if you close your and take all your assets home, it will be deemed as what, everyone? Supply. It will be deemed that before closing your business, you sold all of them. People, my question, do I have to pay GST? Can I go ahead, everyone? But when do I not have to pay GST if I close my business and take all the assets? If I give it to whom? If I give the business as going concern to someone, or my business is carried on by whom? Representative, and he is a registered person, then they will sell, they will collect GST and they will pay GST to the. My question over here, if they are paying the GST, will from me to them be supply or not a supply? See here, everyone. Unless business is transferred as going concern to another person, or business is carried on by a person representative who is deemed to be a taxable. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead, everyone? People, did you understand what I'm telling? Tell me one thing, everyone. I'm a registered person. People, I transferred my goods permanently. Supply of goods. Temporarily, if I transfer, supply of service. If close my business and took all the assets home, goods. Goods. If I give it to someone as going concern, it is not a supply only. Or if my business is carried on by a representative, from me to him when the assets are transferred, is it supply or not supply? Whatever I told, I've written with the examples over here. Can we go ahead, everyone? See, all the examples which I give, I write in the book so that whenever you're reading later, you can remember. Can I go ahead, everyone? Chalo, people, I would like you guys to read first four paragraph. Tell me if you are clear, then we go ahead. Please read the first four paragraph. Spend 30 seconds, read everyone. Spend 30 seconds and read. Read. People watching at home, are we all clear till here? Chalo, everyone over here. Now listen. People, please come to your book bag. Now, there are some things which will always be considered as what, everyone? Supply of service. It means they are going ahead and telling in paragraph number 5. We are telling it is supply of service means it is always supply of service. Can I go ahead, everyone? Number 1, renting of immovable property. People, can you tell me immovable property? Land and building to already told here. Other than that, what do you mean by immovable property? Anything attached to the land? Array, everyone. See, land and building to already covered here, correct? But what is this immovable property? I will tell you. For an example, in the land, one telecommunication tower has been attached to the land. Is it immovable? To whom does it belong? It belongs to Reliance, for an example. This is Airtel. Airtel told, sir, give this tower to us on rent. Reliance gave it telecommunication tower, which is immovable property, correct? Array, all immovable properties are goods or service? Hello, everyone. Service. Now, immovable property given to someone on rent will be supply of goods or supply of service? Supply of service. Is my point clear? So they are telling any immovable property, if you have it and you give it to someone on rent, people always remember land and building is not immovable property. Anything attached to the earth is also immovable property. Chalo, I'll ask you one thing. Okay? This is my land. On my land, no, I put one big hoarding. You know hoarding, everyone, hoarding. Okay? Here, one company came. For an example, Modi ji came. ठीक है ओनली फॉर क्लासरूम पर्पज मोदी जी का वन कंपनी केम ठीक है नाउ मोदी जी सपोजिंगली हैज वन कंपनी एंड दैट कंपनी केम एंड टोल्ड मी रमेश सर मोदी जी वांट्स टू एडवर्टाइज हियर ठीक है डू वन थिंग गिव दिस होर्डिंग टू अस ऑन रेंट इज द होर्डिंग अटैच्ड टू दैट movable immovable when I give the hoarding on rent is it supply of goods or supply of service simple they are telling it is always supply of service. So now when you go home today see on the road oh hoarding when somebody has given it on rent it's a supply of service. People, GST is a very practical subject when it comes to your life. You guys are every day seeing GST. Yes or no, everyone? In bus, when you come, you should see the ticket, whether GST is there or not. When you go to eat food, you should see the bill. Oh, he's charging GST or not. Then only you will learn GST easily. Can I go ahead, everyone? How many have started applying little, little? Are you trying to apply whenever you are seeing the bill? Yes, everyone. So whenever you are going to any shop, oh, this shopkeeper is selling me the goods. Activity for a consideration. He is doing business. He will charge me GST. Can we go ahead, everyone? Chalo. If he is not charging you GST, what will you think? Oh, he is unregistered. His turnover is only not 40 lakh. You getting my point, everyone? Next. Construct this line I am cutting, you don't cut. Okay? Listen. This line I'll talk little later. Construction of a complex or building. People, I am a builder, not bodybuilder, Baba. Real estate builder. Okay? You came and told me, supposingly, who is this? Whose example will take? Orange t-shirt. Baba, orange t-shirt, your name? Huh? Kushal, this is Kushal. Okay, everyone. Kushal came and told me, sir, can you make one building for me? I told, okay, I will make the building for you. Kushal gave me 10 lakh rupees and I did construction for him. Construction. wherein I made the building for him. My question: when you do construction for someone, are you giving goods or are you giving service? They clarified over here. Whenever you do construction of a complex building, etc., you are doing what? Goods or service. It is service. Next, this second line which I've cut, don't worry about it. Right time, I'll talk. Temporary transfer or use of IPR. IPR means what, everyone? Array, not full form. Intellectual property rights. Okay, like patents, trademarks, copyrights. ठीक है. My question is, are trademark, patent, copyrights goods or service? Goods or service? I have a patent or I have a trademark for my book or I have a copyright for my book. 1 minute. Goods means every kind of movable property. Immovable properties are not goods. What is immovable? Land. Anything attached to the land. Any benefit out of land. Anything permanently attached to what is attached to the land. Is patent falling in land? Benefit out of land. Things attached to the land. Anything attached to what is attached to the land. So patent is not immovable. Yes or no? It means patent is movable. If it is movable, it is goods. Story over. Patents are goods. Are we clear, everyone? Yes or no? Anything which is movable is goods. And patents are not immovable. If it is not immovable, it is movable. It is movable. It is always. Do you guys agree with me? Is everyone convinced that IPR is goods? Yes or no, everyone? Madam, tell why no. No, as of now, I'm telling IPR is goods or service. I'm not telling allowing to use or not. I'm telling IPR is goods or IPR is service. I have the copyright on my book. Is it goods or is it service? It is movable. Is it immovable or movable? Movable. It is always goods. Now, goods, if I sell to someone, then it is transfer of title, correct? It will be a supply of. So, permanent, my spelling is very wrong. Permanently. If I sell, then it's a transfer of title. Do you guys agree with me? For an example, I have the copyright of my book. You told, sir, sell that copyright to me permanently. It's a transfer of title, supply of goods. But supposingly, Munni came and told me, sir, you give me for using it for some time. I am a publisher. I will publish the book. For that, I want the copyright of your book. I gave him the copyright for 2 years, supplying of goods or service. Temporarily, if you allow someone to use your IPR, you are giving supply of. But permanently, if you sell it, it's a supply of goods. So they have clarified that, sir, whenever temporarily you transfer or allow someone to use your IPR, you are giving what, everyone? Tell no, everyone. Service. ठीक है. You know IT software. Are software. Is software can be of three types. If I go ahead and tell, software can be pre-packed software. Pre-packed software means software which comes in a CD. Correct, everyone? Like Tally software, for an example. Correct? It comes in a CD. Or any software which comes in a hard disk or any hard drive which is there. It's always pre-packed software. Okay, I told I don't want to buy the ready-made software. This is called ready-made. Ready-made. Okay, I told I don't want to buy ready-made software. I told Munni is software company. I told Munni, can you make one software and give it to me? He customized a software for me. Okay? Or after I have a software, I call Telesolution. I told, hey, your software has become very old. Can you upgrade it? Can you upgrade? Upgradation. For an example, when GST came, Tally upgraded its software for everyone and made it what? Tally with GST. My question is, for upgradation, they charge me 3-4,000 rupees. My question over here, if I am a shopkeeper and I am selling pre-packed software in a CD, supplying of goods or supply of service? It's a goods. It is goods. It's a item which is there. It's a movable property. It is goods. When you sell goods, it is always supply of goods. If I customize software for you, or I develop software for you, or I upgrade software for you, they have told clearly development or upgradation of IT information technology software is always supply of. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead, everyone? Tell me one thing. Upgradation of software for someone. Service. Developing software for someone. Service. Customization of software for someone. Service. Selling of prepacked software. Goods. Can I go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here now. The next one. People, the next one over here is agreeing to the obligation. People, first of all, I want you guys to read A, B, C, D and tell me if you're clear. Then I will go ahead and move to the next one. 1 minute. I want to read from here only. Renting of immovable property is always supply of service. Construction of a complex or building is always supply of exception. I am yet to talk about it. Temporarily transferring or permitting the enjoyment of an IPR. If you are allowing someone to use your IPR, supply of developing, designing, programming, customizing, adoption, upgradation, enhancement, implementation of IT software, supply of service. Now listen. Now this E point which is there, I want to go ahead and talk about this E point. Very, very interesting. Agreeing to the obligation. People, you are agreeing to the to RTA. RTA means refrain, tolerate, or to do an act. For this, one circular is there on liquidated damage which had come. I'll tell you what happened to this circular now. This circular which had come, the ICI had gone ahead and given this circular for your January exam. Till January exam, this circular completely was applicable to you guys. But now the May 25 ka material has been released by the ICI. This circular was actually 3 to 4 pages ka circular which was there. But in your May 25 ka material which have come, no, they have gone ahead and cut short this circular and they have made it only applicable little for you guys. Are you guys able to understand? So when I saw the book, previous attempt to this attempt, which when I compared January to 25, January to May. Now for September onwards also, May wala, the same book is applicable. Correct, everyone? September ka book as of now has not been released by ICI. But it will be more or less the same only. So May 25 का material when it was released, अरे सौरभ on the board, तेरे को मैं बोला ना इधर बैठने के लिए. Everyone here now. So May 25 का material when it was released by the ICI, what they did, no, this circular which is there, fifth one, they went ahead and cut it short. And they gave it only little for you guys. Are you guys able to understand? And hence, in this circular, can you guys see the circular down? In this circular, from where? From this point, can you guys see it from this point? This part of the circular, no, they have gone ahead and deleted for you guys. And hence, at intermediate level, good luck for all of you that this part has been made not applicable for you guys. And only what is applicable? This some example wala this point is there, no? This is not applicable. And circular, only this much is applicable for you guys. Are we clear, everyone? Only little of the circular is applicable. Now, to understand this circular, what I will do is, I will get you to the book. Please come to your book, everyone. In your book, you have to go to the last. See here, everyone, page number 2.17. Please come to page number 2.17. See, this circular which is there, no, till only here is applicable to you guys. All these others, no, here, here, here. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Till here, not applicable to you guys. Till where, everyone? Till the end here, not applicable to you guys. You don't have to read this. It means 1, 2 pages almost deleted. Can I go ahead, everyone? And hence, you don't have to read this. Sir, huh? Huh? Come to page number 2.18. From here. From here till here not applicable. If you are a student writing in January, then applicable. But I believe everyone is writing in May. Are everyone? September. Baba, May onwards. May and September students, Baba, for them not applicable. Can I go ahead, everyone? So, sir, can I cut this? Yes, Baba, you can cut it. No problem. It is not applicable to you guys. You don't have to read this. Because at not till here. Don't cut more. Okay? Because at intermediate level, this circular is not applicable. Can I go ahead, everyone? Actually, at intermediate level, this January exam, they were telling this to study. But then they realized at intermediate level, to understand the circular, no. Students' ka brain is little small. At intermediate level, when they understand, they get confused about it. So the ICI told at final level it is required. At intermediate level, they have deleted it. Can I go ahead, everyone? But you don't have to understand the full circular, but you have to at least understand little. Correct, everyone? The little part which is there, I'll go ahead and explain it to you. Everyone over here. Hmm. Other than money and securities. See, you don't have to see the item. You have to see behind the item. I'm not giving IPR to you. I'm giving IPR to enjoy. Okay, I have a car. I sold the car to you to supply of goods. I gave you the car to use. Car is goods, but giving it to use, sir. IPR is goods, but giving IPR to enjoy or to use is what? 1 minute. Here. No problem. Your question is very good. See, if you have any goods, and this was in the next one. If you have any goods and you give it to use to someone, IPR is goods. But if you give it to use goods to someone, it is always supply of, sir. Car is goods. But if you give it to someone to use, right to use, service. Clear? Next. Everyone over here now, listen. Now we'll talk. Okay, F point. Did you understand what I'm telling? F point. F point got over. I have goods. Machine. I'm selling the machine. You giving someone to use. Service. Hello, everyone. Right to use if you give. If you give Zoom car, gives you the car to use, giving goods or giving service? Giving car is goods. Giving car to use is service. IPR is goods. Giving IPR to use. And they clarified is also temporarily giving or transferring or allowing someone to use is supply of. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now I want to talk about the fifth paragraph. Can we understand this, everyone? The fifth paragraph says agreeing to the obligation to refrain, tolerate, or to do an act. Chalo, we'll understand from refrain, everyone. What do you mean by agreeing to the obligation to refrain? Stop someone from doing something. Refrain का meaning is stop someone from doing. ठीक है. Chalo, I'll go ahead and give you one example. And these three things are there, no? Refrain, tolerate, or to do an act. So people understand over here. This के लिए they have given this circular. Are we clear? And this circular has some example which I'll go ahead and explain to you. When do you mean by? And this example say only exam में question will come. For intermediate level, out of A, B, and C only, they will go ahead and ask you the small question. Listen. Agreeing to the obligation to refrain from an act. What do you mean by agreeing to the obligation to refrain? Everyone listen. I went ahead and thought, supposingly Munni went ahead and learned GST from me. Now Munni is telling, sir, now to in front of your institute only, I'll open one institute. I told him, Munni, don't do that. Refrain, don't do it. Sign a non-compete agreement, don't do it. My question is, when Munni is not doing something and I paid him 2 lakh rupees, has he given me service? That's what they're telling. If you agree with someone that I will not do this. Okay, 1 minute. You came to my class, you told, sir, please teach me. I told, okay. I did an act for you and took money. Supply of goods or service? They clarified. If you do an act for someone, that is a service. Okay. You came to my class. For an example, Munni in the class is very notorious. I told him, Munni, Don't come to class from tomorrow. I will give you 500 rupees. Don't come. He told, okay, sir. I will not come, but give me 500 rupees. My question, has he given me goods or service? Are we all clear, everyone? For an example, Munni ko I told, hey Munni, don't open institute in front of me. He told, okay, sir. Okay. Has he given me goods or service? Are we all clear till here? Chalo, I'll go ahead and explain you with the example which they have gone ahead and given here. Okay? Listen. Sir, you will not read. Baba, I have read it already. No? Here, this circular is there since a long time. Everyone listen now. What happened? No, we are a apartment. We are an apartment already here. An apartment has a resident welfare association. Every apartment will have one association who will take care of the apartment. Okay? This apartment ka side mein others builder is building one apartment. Please see over here, everyone. Others builder is building one apartment here. Here there is sun, and sun rays used to come ding till here. Okay, everyone. Now others has got a permission from the government that it can make 6 floors ka building. Others has already made 1, 2, third floor. Okay, everyone. Okay, for an example, ground floor, first floor, second floor, and it has got 5 more floors. Means 6 total, including ground. So it can make how many floors more? 1 and 2. But the time it makes the 2 more floor, no sunlight. Why? Because sun is already blocked. Are yes or no, everyone? So this association ka people, they came and met others builder and told him, sir, please don't make this 2 floor. Others told, sir, I already have permission to make the 2 floor. If I refrain from not making this 2 floor, okay, I will not make this 2 floor. This 2 floor not making means I will have a loss of 2 crore. You give me 2 crore. Are you guys able to understand? My question over here, when I told you, okay, I will not do, and you gave me 2 crore, is it supply of goods or supply of service? Did I agree to refrain? Agree to not do something? In return, did you give me consideration? Taxable, not taxable? Taxable. Supply of goods or supply of service? Supply of. That's all, everyone. Can I go ahead, everyone? Is my point clear to all? Chalo, I'll give you one more example. First example was this one, which I explained you. I'll give you one more example. Everyone over here. People who did not understand the first one, understand the second one now. Are you understood the first one or not? Huh. Chalo, there is one factory over here. And there is one school over here. How school will look. Okay. School will have one flag. Are yes or no, everyone? And factory will have one smoke coming out from here. Chimney, because machine will be running. Do you guys agree with me? For example, one boiler machine is running. Okay. Now listen. So this is a school. Deemed school if you did not understand. Okay, everyone, deemed school. Right, everyone? Now listen. What happened over here? The school came and told the factory, see, Baba, you are making noise so much. Our kids are studying. Morning 9 to 12 o'clock, our kids are there in the school. Please don't run that machine. They told, sir, we already have permission to run the machine. If you don't run the machine, we will have loss. School told, please don't do. They told, okay, fine. We will not run the machine. We will refrain from running the machine between 9 to 12 o'clock. But give us 1 lakh rupees per month. My question, has the factory given service? Has the factory done an activity for a consideration in the course of their business? Has it received the money? My question, has it given supply of goods or supply of service? Taxable, not taxable? Taxable. Are we all clear? And hence, my question is refraining supply of service. Tell me, everyone. Chalo. The same example is given over here. Can I go ahead? Next. People, who is given the service over here? Factory or school? Factory has given the service to the school and taken the money. Taxable or exempt? Can I go ahead, everyone? Taxable. Okay. Chalo, I'll explain you the second one now. Is first refrain clear to all of you? Tolerate. Chalo, we'll go ahead and tolerate. Tolerate ka example is given over here. I'll explain you. Everyone over here, tolerate. I'm telling you all the example one by one because in the exam, if they give you, they will give you exactly from the example which I'm telling only. Okay, everyone, one by one example which I'm telling, similar example will come. Tolerate. Okay, this is one shopkeeper. People, this is one shopkeeper over here. Okay, the shopkeeper का shop का in front में every day one pani puri wala what he is doing no, he is coming and standing in front of his shop and he is putting a stall over here. He will sell pani puri over here. You know pani puri? ठीक है, this hawker is coming and he is standing in front of his shop and he is selling pani puri. ठीक है everyone, now all the kids, ठीक है, kids का papa mama everyone is coming eating pani puri, correct everyone? Now listen, so what the shopkeeper told, hey, in front of my shop you are standing, I am tolerating you, get out. He told, sir, please tolerate no. He told what? Please tolerate no. So he told, okay, I will tolerate. I will tolerate an act. Means I will tolerate your act of standing in front of my shop. But you have to pay me every month 10,000 rupees. Does it happen, everyone? You tell me one thing. My shop, is my work to tolerate people or my shop work is to sell goods? But you are standing in front of my shop. I told, hey, if you stand in front of my shop, you have to give me 10,000 rupees every month. My question over here, did I agree to tolerate? Arey everyone, did you give me money? My question, that money is taxable or exempt? Is it an activity? Did I do it for a consideration? Is it my business or in the course of my business? Arey, which tone you tell? It's in the course of my business. Now tell me, supply, not supply. Taxable, not taxable. Supply of goods or supply of service. Is my point clear to all? Chalo, I'll give you tolerating ka one more example. Is this clear? Chalo, tolerating ka one more example I'll give you. ठीक है. You remember our school is that school? We will get our school here only. Again. ठीक है. This is the school. This is the school. ठीक है. And this is one apartment which is there. Resident Welfare Association of the apartment is there. This is the apartment ka association. ठीक है everyone. You know what is happening? Every day morning, they are playing national anthem. They are doing prayers and big speakers they have put. Correct everyone? Are yes or no? And the school has permission also. But because of these speakers and all playing national anthem, prayers, etc. Now what is happening? They are playing national anthem. Everyone who is sleeping in the apartment, no, their parents are telling, hey, stand. National anthem is going on. You can't sleep. Yes or no, everyone? And they're sleeping. Some are already sleeping. They're like, yo, how to sleep? Okay? Now, the apartment association went to the school and told, sir, you are going ahead and making so much noise. We will go and complain to the police that your noise is disturbing. School told, hey, tolerate no. You tolerate us. You tolerate our act. We will give you per month 10,000 rupees. Everyone tell me one thing. This apartment association is there. Did it do an activity for a consideration? What is the activity? Tolerating. Did it get a consideration? Supply of goods by them or supply of service? So if you are tolerating someone, are you doing giving goods or are you giving service? Can I go ahead, everyone? My question to all of you is tolerating clear to all of you? And the third one over here is to do an act. Let's understand to do an act also. I'll give you the example over here to do an act wala example. People understand. For an example, we'll go ahead and take the example of to do an act wala over here now. Okay. This is one factory. This is one apartment. White, breeze, apartment. People bought the apartment because it's white and breeze is coming all the time. Okay, everyone? Now what happened? This is one factory over here. Okay? And factories, the smoke is coming out. And the smoke is coming and this white building has become black. Okay, everyone? But the smoke which is coming out of the building, no. That smoke is well within the limit which is allowed. But the smoke is black color and it is falling on the apartment and apartment is becoming very dirty. Okay, everyone? The people who are thinking of breezing, that breeze has become very dirty. Are we clear? And now, yes or no? Now, the apartment ka resident welfare association, the association who runs the apartment, went to the factory owner and told, sir, factory owner told, get out. Everything is fine. I am doing everything as per my regulatory compliance only. No problem at all. It was, sir. Now he came to like, sir, please. Listen. You do one thing, sir. You put a chimney over here, that big chimney on the top, so that the smoke which will come out will not be dirty. Okay? We will go ahead. You do this act for us. Factory, you do this act for us. We will go ahead and give you 1 lakh rupees for putting the chimney. My question, if I agree to do something for you and you go ahead and pay me money, my question, is this factory doing supply? And if supply, supply of goods or supply of service? Supply of, is it an activity? Is it done for a consideration? Is it in the course of their business? My question, supply of goods or supply of service? Is my point clear to all? People, I will go ahead. Listen, you always have to remember three things. You should have agreed to not do something. You should have agreed to do something, or you are tolerating something. And instead, return may, you are getting what? Then it is supply of service. People, are we all clear? For your exam, you don't have to remember GST on liquidated damage, compensation, penalty, all these names and all. You don't have to remember. You just have to remember simple thing. What will you remember? If you agree to refrain, tolerate, or to do an act, and you are receiving what? Simple it is. See, people, this circular also you don't have to remember completely. You just have to remember what? If you are doing this three thing for someone and you are receiving what? It's always a supply of. People, you don't have to remember this circular, etc. And I've cut everything over here. You just have to remember one line. Agreement to tolerate, refrain, or to do an act. And what you have received, then it's a supply of service. Chalo, I'll ask you one thing. I received 10 lakh rupees. Okay? I never agreed to refrain. I never agreed to tolerate. Or I never agreed to do an act. I just got some money from you. Is that money taxable or not taxable? One beggar is there. You gave him 1 lakh rupees. He did not go ahead and give you any service. Is that money taxable? My question over here, listen. I should have given a service. I should have done an act. I should have tolerated, or I should have gone ahead and refrained. And in return, what should I get? Consideration. Only then it is taxable. You gave me 100 rupees. You told, sir, keep 100 rupees. You gave me 100 rupees. Is that 100 rupees taxable? Money is not on the tax. GST is not on the money. GST is on the service. I did not give any service to you. You just gave me 100 rupees. Is that money taxable? So always remember, you should have gone ahead and done some supply of goods or some supply of service. And what should have come? Consideration. Only then that consideration is taxable. Mere, okay, Papa gave you 100 rupees. Taxable. What service did you give? So that is not taxable. Taxable is what? Goods or? First, if you give goods and service and in return may you receive money, that is taxable. Are you guys able to understand? So what I'm telling, I should have gone ahead and refrained, tolerated, or done an act for someone, and in return they should have paid me money, and that money will be taxable. My question, to refrain, to tolerate, or to do an act for someone is supply of goods or supply of service. Well, no, everyone over here now, supply of service, and that's what is being told. And all these are not applicable to you guys. These three things were there which I wanted you guys to remember, and I've gone ahead and given. Is my point clear to all? Tell me one thing. I have a car. I sold the car. Supply of goods. I gave it to use to someone. Supply of, that is told by transfer of right to use is supply of service. ठीक. People, I want you to read the 5 paragraph quickly and tell me if you guys are clear. Then we'll go ahead. Quickly go through, everyone. Quickly go through. It's just a simple supply of service. It is not a IPR. It is not an IPR. It's just a simple service. It's a service agreement. Read, Baba, read. Read all the 5 paragraph quickly. Go through the 5 paragraph quickly, everyone. Go through, go through, go through. People, there's one question, question number 12 in your page number 2.27. See enter RTP May 24. Would you guys like to read the question first? Read. Please read the question, everyone. Please read the question. What is the question telling everyone? Happy Construction, a registered builder under GST. Karnataka has got a permission to build how many floor? 5 floor at Surajnagar. Aditya Construction, a neighbor housing project, approached Happy to discuss regarding the blockage of sunlight arising out of construction of 5 floor and asked him to build only 3 floor for which a 20 lakh rupees was offered. Happy Construction agreed to the offer. It may be noted that Aditya is not ready to pay any further GST to the amount already agreed. 1 minute. What happened over here? The example which you already took. He told, okay, fine, I agree. But you have to pay me in return how much? 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs, people listen to me very carefully. You should also collect the GST and pay GST to the government, right? But that guy told, I will pay 20 lakh plus GST. No, I will not pay. He paid me only 20 lakh. Do I have to pay GST to the government? Yes or no? You paid me only 20, but do I have to pay GST? Arey, government is your partner. But you did not pay GST. What to do? What you paid, no. From that, I should take out GST and pay to the. Arey, everyone. See, it says explain with legal provision whether the above amount received as compensation is liable. Is it liable or not liable? What is this act? Agreeing to refrain or tolerate or to do an act is always a supply of service. And what amount you have received, is it taxable or not taxable? And if the consideration is taxable, then calculate the GST payable by Happy, assuming the rate of GST applicable is 9% and 9%. Also state the condition to be complied with. My question, everyone, first of all, how much is the GST out of this 20 lakh? See, 9% is the CGST and 9% is the HGST. Do you guys agree? People, tell me one thing. If I have gone ahead, everyone here, I have gone ahead and received 20 lakh rupees and 20 lakh may 18% GST is already included. Array, can you tell me how to find out GST? 20 lakh divided by 100 plus 18% is already included. Array, everyone, yes or no? 9% CGST and 9% multiplied by 18 will give you GST. Do you guys agree? How much is the GST? People, how many of you did not understand this? Your mathematics is very bad, Baba. Very poor. Now, how to teach mathematics, you tell me. See, this 20 lakh rupees which is there, what you have received is already including GST. It means this includes GST. 1 minute. So this you have to divide for yourself also. This you have to divide between government also. How much government ka money is? How much is your 100? How much is government? 18. So you divide it by 100 plus and you give 18% to the government. You understood this? Can I go ahead, everyone? Now tell me how much is the GST? 3 lakh 5,000 84 85. This is CGST and SGST both. Can I go ahead, everyone? Divided by 2 will give you CGST and SGST. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now listen. What are they telling? People, Baba, did you understand this? Now listen. See, agreeing to the obligation to refrain or tolerate an act or to do an act is declared as what, everyone? Supply of service under Schedule 2. If the same constitute as supply. First of all, it has to be a supply and then it will be a supply. Array, how is it supply? It's an activity for a consideration in the course of. Is it supply under 7.1? Then you have to see supply of goods or supply of. Is it supply of service? Okay. Law. Law is clear to all. Now, then you have observation. See here. In the given case, Happy Construction has agreed to build only 3 floor, even though it is permitted to construct how many floor? 5 floor by the municipal authorities for a compensation of how much? 20 lakhs. Correct? This result in a supply of. The condition to be complied above are there must be a contract. First of all, there must be an agreement that I will not do. I will not construct. Agreement. People, they are telling agreeing. Agree means you should have an agreement. Secondly, you should have received a consideration. Can I get everyone? What are the two things? Agreement plus. Did I already tell you? There should be an agreement plus consideration. Only then it's a supply of. Next. People, is this the given case? Conclusion. Since Aditya is not ready to pay further amount to Happy, in addition to the amount already paid, the amount of 20 lakhs shall be treated as inclusive of, and the GST will be 20 lakh divided by 118 into 9 will give you CGST, into 9 will give you SGST. Is my point 100% clear? Chalo, if it is clear, read question number 13. If it is clear, read question number 13, everyone. Read, Baba, read. Is it similar kind of question? Everyone over here now. Done. Chalo, everyone over here. Artec Consultancy, registered in Bangalore, supplied technical consultancy services to its client. It has provided technical services to Tata, Bangalore since past 2 years. Consideration is settled by Tata assignment wise. So basically, Artec is providing services to whom, everyone? Artec is providing already services to Tata's, and what Tata is doing, Tata's is going ahead and making the payment. So it is providing technical services and they go ahead and make the payment. Okay, then Tata paid 66 lakh to Artec on Artec consultancy agreeing to not provide similar technical service to any business entity in India or abroad for 8 years. People, they paid how much? 66 lakh so that he will not to give similar service. It means he will refrain. Did he do an agreement to refrain? And what was paid? 66 lakh. Our take is of the view that 66 lakh is not chargeable to tax. Do you agree or wrong? Wrong. Is it taxable or not taxable? Taxable. You are required to examine the view taken by Arctic is valid. Is it valid? Not valid? Not valid? Not valid? Not valid. Calculate the GST liability. The technical services provided by Arctic are otherwise chargeable at what rate, everyone? It may be noted that Tata is not ready to pay any further amount in addition. See, actually, you should also collect along with 66 lakh what? GST and pay GST to the. But if they are not paying, how will you pay? This divided by what? 100 and into what? 18%. And that will be the GST amount. Do you guys agree? People, pick up your pen and write the answer. Right. Let's see what you write. Pick up your pen and write. Write, Baba. If you are not writing in class only, at home it will be very difficult to write. Now you are thinking, no? What to start? How to write? Yes or no? People, are you thinking that if you don't practice and go, no, you will waste time thinking in the exam? Right. Let's see what do you write. Right. People watching at home, pick up your pen and write now. You have to learn to write. Right, Baba, write. I'll pause the video right now. I hope everyone is done writing. Can we discuss, everyone? Chalo. People here now. See. Again, they are going ahead and telling you are required to calculate. Correct, everyone? Examine and then calculate. There are two things which are there. So first you have to write your law, observation, conclusion, and then after concluding, you have to go ahead and write your answer. Can we go ahead, everyone? This question, if it comes in the exam, it's a 5 to 6 mark question which comes. People, see, first they have written the law. And here, they have gone ahead and told that, sir, see, you are required to examine whether the view taken is valid. Whenever they tell you, no, whether the view taken is correct, whether the view taken is valid or not, you say directly, is the view taken correct or wrong? Not valid, right? So you write the first line, the view taken by Artec is not valid. And then you start explaining. If they tell you only examine, then law, observation, conclusion. If they tell you is the is the opinion valid, is the view taken valid, then first you say valid or not valid. For an example, your client came to your office. He told what I am doing is correct or wrong, and you started, sir, law is this. What will you tell? First you tell me valid, not valid. So first you tell them valid or not. Then you say the scope of supply is defined under section number 7. 7.1a says it is a supply when it is done in the course of furtherance of business. Correct, everyone? Activity in the course of furtherance of business. Then you say further paragraph number 5. You don't have to write so much. Further schedule 2 provides that agreeing to the obligation to refrain, tolerate, or to do an act is always what, everyone? Supply of service. Thus, any consideration received for agreeing, people, is this the law? Then, to refrain is subject to GST. Consideration received for non-compete agreement is deemed as consideration for supply of service. People, and hence what will happen? Consideration of 66 lakh on a promise of not providing similar service to anyone is chargeable to GST. Is this the conclusion, everyone? Next. Now you are calculating. Since GST is not collected separately, it is assumed to be inclusive of GST. Where the value is inclusive, the tax amount is determined in the following manner. Tax is equal to value multiplied by rate divided by what? 100 plus the rate. People, value divided by what? 100 plus rate into what? Rate. GST rate. Can I go ahead, everyone? And hence, the GST amount is how much? This much. And CGST and HGST is this much. When they tell you in the question, examine, you have to first write the law, observation, conclusion, and also they told you examine and calculate. So you have to calculate and come. Can I go ahead and tell you? Now tell me, if they tell you in the question, tell the total GST, then you tell the total. If they tell you in the question that, sir, please go ahead and tell me the GST liability over here, you can go ahead and tell separately also. You can tell together also. And see what I have done. I have told separately also and total also GST liability has been told. Is my point clear to all? People, can we go ahead? These two questions are very good question from exam point of view. 12 and 13. Very good question, everyone. You must practice either of them. Say one question again before your exam. Can we go ahead, everyone? Next. Chalo. People, the next one over here is following composite supply will always be supply of service. What they are telling? Following will always be supply of service. It means they are telling following supplies. Composite ka meaning I'll tell you later, not now. It will come. They are telling following will always be supply of service. Number one is works contract. Number two is restaurant. People, you tell me one thing. You go to a restaurant. Restaurant gives you food. Arey everyone, food is goods or service? Food is good. But they are telling, sir, restaurant may whenever you go for food, they give you food plus service also. Whether it is self-service restaurant, five-star restaurant, whatever restaurant. Or, for an example, Munni for his marriage went ahead and called a caterer. Caterer give food also and labor also who will come and serve. My question, are they giving goods or service? Always it will be termed as what? Supply of. Now you have to understand what is the meaning of works contract. Chalo, we'll understand works contract. Everyone in your book, please come to page number here. Page number 2.11. Please come to page number 2.11. Everyone over here now, listen. The following composite supply shall be treated as supply of service, namely works contract as defined in section number 2, 119. People, section, this is definition number 119. So let's understand what is works contract. Everyone over here, works contract ka meaning. I'll tell you works contract ka meaning simple. Whenever you tell someone, sir, I will give you the tender, you only get the material, you only get the labor, and you make a immovable property for me. Then that person is doing what, everyone? He is giving you material also, he is giving you labor also, he is doing work contract for you. For an example, if I do treatment or process on your goods, I'm doing what? Job work. No? The name is job work. The same way. If I give you material also, if I give you labor also, and I make some immovable property for you, I am doing what for you? Works contract. Chalo, for an example, I'll tell you. Sir, your name? Prithvi. I told Prithvi, get the material, get the labor, get the iron, get the steel, and make this building for me. Did he make a immovable property for me? Are yes or no? He gave me works contract. Whether he gave 90% material, only 10% was service, but still it will be supply of service because works contract is always supply of. Chalo, I'll give you one more example. In the building, in this building, we wanted centralized AC. You know centralized AC? Centralized AC will be, this building is there, no? They will put one machine over here. They will make the pipelines across the building and in the building they will put AC. Is this centralized AC which is put in the building movable or immovable? Immovable. I told Prithvi, get the machine, get the material, get your labor and make what? The centralized AC for me in the building. Has he made an immovable property for me? Has he given me material? Has he given me labor? What he has done? No. He will give me the bill. He will call it works contract service. I'll give you one more example. I went ahead and told Baba, black shirt, others. I told others, get your material, get your labor, and make this ceiling for me. Is the ceiling movable or immovable? He got the material, he got the labor, and he made whole ceiling for me. Has he given me goods or service? What is the name of the service? Works contract service. Chalo, I'll tell you one more example. This class ka windows are there. Windows ka iron had to be put in the windows. I called others ka neighbor. Siddesh. The whole bench is in work contract. Okay? Siddesh told, I told Siddesh, you only get the iron, you only get the steel, you only get your laborer, you only fit and give it to me. He got the material, he got the labor, and he made movable property or immovable? Is it movable? Can you take it home? Movable, immovable. Is it permanently attached to the building? Is it immovable? Did he construct an immovable property for me? Ripple, what he has given me? Works contract. Is my point clear to all? My building ka one corner was broken. Others ka backside. Purple. Jadeep. Nadeem. I told Nadeem that small part which is broken, no, you only get the material, you only get the labor, you make that small part ka repairing done for me. My question, has he made immovable property for me? Are that small part which was broken, has he given me works contract service? Yes. Is my point clear to all? What is works contract? When somebody gets material, somebody gets labor and constructs for you what? Immovable property. That person has given you what? Works contract service. Can I go ahead, everyone? I went ahead and told, for an example, madam, your name? Why should boys have all the fun? Varshita is in works contract. Varshita told, sir, I told Varshita, madam, I want one machine to be constructed. Big machine it is. Varshita told, okay, sir, I will get all the parts, small parts which are required. I'll get my labor and I'll make the machine for you. Machine is attached to the building. Movable, immovable. She made the machine ready for me. She got the material, she got the labor, and made a big machinery for me. What she has done for me is what? Works, contract, service. It's a supply of goods or supply of service. People got it? Always remember works contract. Now read the definition. Works contract means a contract for building, construction, fabrication, completion, erection, installation, whatever you call, fitting out, improvement, modification, repair, maintenance, renovation, alteration, or commissioning of any immovable, wherein you are giving me property in goods also, whether as goods or in any other form. Tell me one thing. You made this building for me. You gave me the property of the building, cement, etc. Did you give it as it is or you changed the form only? You changed it and is involved in the execution of such contract. My question over here, you are giving material also, you are giving me labor also, and you are making what for me? Immovable property. You are giving me works contract service. Is my point clear? Are everyone? You are giving me goods or service? It's called supply of. For an example, you made the ceiling for me. Works contract? 99% is material. Still, what you are doing is supply of. Is my point clear? Chalo. Now, tell me one thing, everyone. Works contract will always be a supply of, and restaurant will always be a supply of. People, we are done till section number 7.1, capital A over here. Okay? I've gone ahead and spoken about all of them, and we are done with section number 7.1 A. Everyone over here now. Please come to your Q&A. Let's see if 7.1 A ka questions are there. Then we'll take a break. Chalo, people. This one not now. This one I'm yet to teach. Okay. Where goods supplied on hire purchase will be treated as supply of goods or supply of service. Supply of. Do you remember? What is hire purchase? Possession given today. Ownership in future. When you pay the last, transfer of title and or possession is necessary for a transaction to constitute supply. Examine. Tell me one thing. For considering supply of goods, is transfer of possession required? Title? Title can get today also. It can go in future. But is both of them required? Yes or no? I have to. I sold you the mobile phone. Can I keep the possession with me and only give you ownership? Possession also has to go. Ownership also has to go. Ownership can go today. If future, then it is hire purchase. But still, it is supply of goods. Reading category. Reading at home. Take everyone here. Tell me one thing. Quickly tell me all of them. Renting of immovable property. Supply of goods forming part of the business are transferred or disposed of by or under the direction of a person carrying on the business. People, supply of goods. ठीक है? Transfer of right in goods. Right in without transferring the title. I just gave you my right. Supply of. ठीक है? Transfer of title under an agreement which stipulates that property shall pass at a future date. Hire purchase. Sure, everyone. Temporary transfer or permitting enjoyment of IPR. Supply of any treatment or process applied to another person's good. People, treatment or process on another person's good is always supply of. What is it called? What am I doing for you? Job work. Transfer of title. See, this if card comes in the exam, no, it says state. Listen, listen, listen. State is always 1 mark, one question. 1 point will be always 1 mark. So you'll just write, see, supply of goods, supply of service, supply of goods, supply of service. If it comes in the exam for 2 marks, then one line law as per schedule 2, and then one line conclusion. Can I go ahead, everyone? Chalo. Everyone over here now. We are done with section number 7.1 and section number 7.1a. 7.1 told what? Supply or not supply. 7.1a told what? Supply of goods or supply of service. Anyone, any doubt till here? Chalo. You want a break? Take a break and then we go ahead and resume. Let's take a break. Everyone, welcome back after the break. Let's go ahead. Chalo, can we go ahead? Everyone over here now listen. Section number 7. See, we are learning since 2 days. First, we have to see do we remember or don't remember. Correct? We went ahead and learned section number 7.1a. Can you tell me, everyone? Activity for a consideration in the course of a person other than doing an activity with the or for a B for a business, both will be considered as this will be under RCM. This will be section number 7.1c. How many activities? Without consideration also it will be considered as supply. Do you remember all the four? Number 1, permanent transfer of business asset. Which asset? Everyone with me. Where? ITC has been taken. Second, supply between related person or distinct person. Third, principal agent, agent principal. Fourth one is what? Importation of service. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Now, section number 7.1a, B, and C done. And then we went in and understood that if you are falling over here, your activity will be a supply. You have to see section number 7.1a, which told please go to schedule 2. And schedule 2 tells you supply of goods or supply of. Please tell me, everyone, are we clear till here? In this, we learned how many paragraph? People, can I move now to the next one? Say, sometime what you are doing is a supply, but still government goes ahead and says, my intention is not there to collect GST. I don't want to collect GST, and hence that activity is thrown out from supply. How to throw out? To throw out, they write it in section number 7.2. Are we clear? When we go to section number 7.2, no, it says the activities or transaction. 7.2 has A and 7.2 has B. We'll be learning A today, we'll be learning the next class. A says that, sir, there are some activities or transaction which are told where everyone in schedule. If your activity is falling in schedule 3, then your activity will be neither supply of goods nor supply of service. What is section number 7.2A saying? There are some activities or some transaction which are told in schedule 3. And if your activity is falling in schedule 3, then your activity will be what, everyone? Neither supply of goods nor supply of service. Is my point clear? Now, let's learn all of them, everyone. 7 to A ka, how many paragraphs are there? See, if you see schedule 3 over here, did we learn schedule 1? Schedule 2. Now the next one over here is schedule 3. Can you see schedule 3? There are some activities which shall be treated as neither supply of goods nor supply of service. Are we clear? In schedule 3, actually, if you go ahead and see, in schedule 3, there are 9 activities which are there. 1 minute. Array. Here. Now listen, in schedule 3, Huh. When you see schedule 3, can you see how many paragraphs are there? 10 paragraphs are there. Actually, 9 and 10 has been recently added. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But if I go ahead and show you, 1 minute, everyone. When we go to the ICI portal, which is there, ICI BOS portal, you will see the new study material has come. As of now, if you see the intermediate some study material, only for May exam it has been released. 1 minute. Can you see make a exam ka study material? In this, when I go to the module 1, which is your supply ka chapter, in supply ka chapter, 1 minute, I'll go to supply chapter mein schedule 3, which is there. 1 minute. Here. This still here we did following composite supply works contract and restaurant. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, restaurant ka name is written like this. People in your book also it is written, but I'm telling you simple is restaurant. See, supply by way of or as a part of any service or in any other manner whatsoever of goods being food. People, food supplied with service is what? Restaurant. But the name has been told as like this. Can I go ahead, everyone? Okay. Now listen. Now, if you go ahead and see, can you see clarification on agreeing to that obligation? This circular, you will see over here, only A, B, and C. So they are telling there must be a contract and there must be consideration. That's all. Other than that, apart from this, the circular, can you see? Apart from this, in this circular, CBIC has clarified issues with respect to GST on lot of things. But can you see the last line? This discussion is only for information and not relevant for examination purpose. Means the whole circular which was there, which I told you has been deleted for intermediate level is not required. Earlier it was required, but from May onward, they have made it only for information purpose. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, can you see activities which are told under Schedule 3? Activities or transaction told in Schedule 3. Out of this, paragraph number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you see, everyone? Till 6 it is there. After 6, if you see 7, 8, can you see, everyone? They are telling Schedule 3 has more entries, which is 7 and 8, as enumerated below. These entries are covered at indirect tax level or final level. Can we go ahead, everyone? Can you see how many entries are given? 6. 6 के बाद after that wala entries are not applicable to you guys. It means if I tell you Schedule 3 actually over here in tax information, what did we see? How many are there? 10. But 10th one which are there no are also inserted newly. But this 9 or 10, whether it will be applicable to you guys or not applicable, the ICI is yet to tell. So we'll be learning only how many? 6. 7 and 8 is not applicable. 9 and 10 also, mostly they will not give you at intermediate level. At intermediate level, only 6 will be applicable. Can we go ahead? If by chance they tell you in future to read, I told you, what will you see? Amendment for May and amendment for September, both you see. See, make all changes I'm teaching you in the class. But I'm telling what happens. No, at the last moment also sometime, the ICI releases amendment booklet and tells these things to be read by student. Now, if they tell you at the last moment, I never tell the student that you should not see the amendment and go. Because first of all, if you cover the amendment before the exam again, 10-15 marks will come directly. So if you are writing in September, you cover September also and you will cover May also. Are we clear? If a student writes in May, he should cover May also, he should cover January also. Can I go ahead, everyone? Chalo. Where will you find it? In your YouTube channel, you will find it. Can I go ahead, everyone? In your YouTube channel means in our YouTube channel, you will find it. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, everyone over here now. Chalo. People, let's learn schedule 3. How many section? How many will learn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chalo. The first one says services by employee to an employer in the course or in relation to employment. Everyone tell me one thing. I am an employee. People, I am a employee and you are my employer for an example. ठीक है? I am going ahead and doing an activity for you. Am I doing a work for you? It means an activity. Are you paying me salary? Is salary a consideration? Is it, am I trying to make money? Baba, business includes anyone trying to make money. So a person who is going ahead and working for someone, is he also trying to make money? So people, that is also considered in the course of business only. When somebody is working for someone to make money, he is also trying to do what? Business. And hence, whenever somebody is doing a service for someone, people, when I'm working for someone, am I doing business? Is it supply, everyone? Yes, but they went ahead and told, beta, remember one thing, Ramesh. Have you seen any employee month end giving one bill to the employer? Hey, I've given service to you, take the bill. Give me money plus give me GST. Have you seen salary pay? People go ahead and charge GST and give GST to the government. Have you seen? Why no? Because government specifically told over here, whenever any employee is giving services to the employer in the course or in relation to what, everyone? Employment. Employee is giving services to the employer. That will be what? Neither, it will not be a supply. It will be neither supply of goods nor supply of, but it should be given in the course of employment. What do you mean by in the course of employment? Means I gave services to my employer. Employer is paying me salary, no GST. Employer is paying me rent-free accommodation. Employer is paying me perquisites. Remember, anything given as per the employment letter, my service will be neither supply of goods nor supply of service. Can I go ahead, everyone? I'll tell you one thing. I am the employee of a company. Everyone listen carefully. He is my employer. Employer went ahead and told me, Ramesh, can you teach my student? Can you teach my son? I will give you 10,000 rupees. That is not as per employment letter. My question over here, when I go ahead and teach his son and he gives me 10,000, is this in the course of employment or outside? My question, is this an activity for a consideration? Am I trying to make money? Business means the activity of earning money. My question, is it supply? My question is, when I am charging him 10,000, will GST come? Do I have to pay GST to the government? Only if I am a registered person. But in course of employment, if you do anything for your employer and earn salary, rent-free accommodation, perquisite, will GST come or no GST? No GST, because it's in terms of employment. Outside employment, then GST will come. Chalo, I want to ask you one question, everyone. People over here. I am one employee in a company. People listen carefully. This is my employer. I gave my services to my employer, and my employer is going ahead and giving me salary, rent-free accommodation, perquisites, all this as per employment letter. My question, will my service be taxable or neither supply of goods nor supply of service? Tell no, neither supply of goods nor supply of service. Take it. I want to ask you one question, everyone. It means every employee giving services to their employer, there is no GST. Do you guys agree with me? Take it. Now you know what happened. My employer, not in the terms of employment, outside employment, gave me some perquisites, some gift. People, my employer, because I gave services, gave me some gift outside employment. Perquisites are given outside employment. Taxable, not taxable? Is it because I have given a service? Yes or no? Now, these perquisites which are given not as per employment. 1 minute. You have to see if the value is more than it is. If the value is less than or equal to 50,000, you remember, everyone? Then it is what? Then it is not a supply only. Can I go ahead, everyone? People, do you remember where did I teach you? 7.1. See, if employer gives any gift to employee up to 50,000, it is supply, not a supply. But more than 50,000, can I go ahead, everyone? Please tell me, everyone. Can I close the discussion? Chalo, everyone over here. I have written down one circular down. Can you see this circular? Perquisite provided by employer to employee. Perquisite provided in terms of contractual agreement between employer and employee. Then there is no GST. What if outside? Can I write one summary of perquisites? Perquisites. As per employment contract. As per employment contract. GST, no GST. Neither supply of goods nor supply of no GST. Do you guys agree? Outside contract, outside employment. You see the value. Value more than supply, not supply. Supply. Value less than equal to 50,000. Then GST, no supply, not a supply. Will GST come? No GST. Here GST will come. Chalo. Please tell me everyone, are we all clear till here? Can I go ahead everyone? Everyone over here now. Chalo. Let me see if there is any question which is there, which has come. I'll go ahead and talk about it 1 minute. Huh. People, can you read question number 20? Read question number 20, everyone. Question number 20. Read, read, read. Yes, everyone. Angad Private Limited is engaged in the business of distribution of what? Construction material. As an incentive, Angad Private Limited pays 75,000 to its employee upon achieving a specified sales target. Okay? The incentive is a part of salary and applicable tax is deducted at source at as per income tax. People, basically, I am giving services and you are giving me what, everyone? Salary. Angad is of the view, 1 minute. As a incentive, Angad pays an amount of 75,000 to the employee upon achieving a sales target. And the incentive is a part of salary. People, tell me one thing. So basically what is happening? Employee is giving services to Angad. Correct? For the services, they are going ahead and paying what? Incentive. And this incentive is a part of what? Salary only. My question is, when you are giving service, will GST come or neither supply of goods? Not supply of. Will GST come on incentive or no GST? Sure, everyone. Chalo. It says, Angad is of the view that GST is not leviable on the incentive paid to the employee. Whether the view taken is correct. First, you write yes. See, yes, the view taken is correct. Then you will write law. Let's write law. See, in terms of section number 7.2, read with schedule 3. 7.2, you have to read with what? Schedule 3. Services by employee to the employer in relation to employment shall not be treated as supply. Further, the amount which is paid as incentive is not in the nature of gift and thus not covered under schedule 1. Correct, everyone? People, is 75 if it was not in employment, outside employment, then you have to see schedule 1, but it is more than 50,000. So would it come under GST? Yes or no? But here it is falling under salary. If it is not falling under salary, then you have to see the value. Value is more than 50, then can I go ahead, everyone? In fact, in the given case, the incentive is a part of salary and directly linked to sale target. People, therefore, the service provided by the employee in terms of incentive shall not be treated as supply. Is this the law clear? In the light of the above, GST is not leviable on the incentive paid by Angad to its employee. Is this conclusion also written? So whenever they tell you in the exam, is the statement correct? What he is doing, is it valid? First you tell yes, no, valid, not valid, etc. Then you write LOC. Can I go ahead, everyone? People clear? Chalo. Now I will go ahead and come to the next one. Please come, everyone. See, there is a circular on perquisite. Did we study the circular? ठीक है. People, I'll go ahead and draw because I love drawing. ठीक है. You tell me one thing. This is Munni, for example. Where will you draw Munni? This is not like this. ठीक है, everyone. Okay, almost similar. ठीक है, everyone. Now listen. You tell me who is this? This is who is this? This is Muni's beautiful wife. ठीक है, everyone. We have put lipstick, everything. ठीक है, properly. This is Muni's beautiful wife. And she's very dangerous, Baba. See, every time showing knife to Muni. Correct, everyone? Now you tell me one thing. What did Muni say? My wife is very dangerous. Correct? See, if you go near, she will kill. Okay, this is Muni's wife and Muni. Now Muni went ahead and told, my wife is very dangerous. I want to take divorce. So he went to the court. He went to the and he told, please give me justice. Please give me what? Justice. I will go ahead and pay whatever fees you want. Yes or no? Court ka fees is there. So this court went ahead and gave the service. What is the service given by court? Service. What is the service given? Justice. And court takes a fees. Do you guys agree with me? For an example, 1,000, 10,000 rupees, etc. fees is there. If court goes ahead and charges GST on the fees which is taken, basically on the service of the court, if court takes what? People, GST is on the money or GST is on the service? If on the service, if GST is there and court collects GST, my question is, will justice become expensive or not? Yes or no? Correct or not? So he went ahead and told, if you charge GST, I will tell my wife to kill me only because I don't have money. And hence, government went ahead and told justice should be GST free. Justice should be affordable. And hence they told whenever court is giving any service, whatever fees is taken by the court should not charge any. Is my point clear to all? And hence the second one over here, that whenever any service is given by court or a tribunal which is established under law. What's a tribunal? It is like a court only. It is semi-judicial body. Correct, everyone? It is like a court. So, like a national company law tribunal. Correct, everyone? What else? Arbitral tribunal. All these tribunals are set up for giving justice only. Do you guys agree with me? So, whenever court or tribunal which is established under law is giving services, their services, whatever amount they collect, will GST come or no GST? Is my point 100% clear? Court can be any court, district court, high court, supreme court, whatever court. And it should be a tribunal which is established under what, everyone? Law. Next. Now, people asked one question. People told, for an example, everyone again, Munni ke saath, again one injustice. Munni went to the market. He bought one mobile phone. People, he bought what, everyone? Mobile phone. He bought the mobile phone so that he can do video call with his wife. In the video call also, wife will be dangerous. Okay? But mobile phone only is not working. And he's telling, I'm missing my beautiful wife. So he told, hey, this shopkeeper who sold him the mobile phone. This is the shopkeeper. Okay? He told, uncle, please change the mobile phone. Uncle is telling, hey, get lost. I will not change. This phone is like this only. Okay? He's telling, when I'm looking at my wife is always looking dangerous. He's telling, no, the problem is with your wife. The problem is not phone. But he told, I will go ahead and complain. So he went to CDRC, Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission. You know Consumer Court? Those are called Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission. Those are not called court. The name is Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission. They address the consumer ka problem. So they will go ahead and give him justice. Do you guys agree with me? Yes or no? but he has to pay fees. Do you guys agree with me? Or they will go ahead and charge a fine to this person. Yes or no? Or they will tell, hey, give a new phone to him. Basically, my question is, are CDRCs giving justice? And they are charging what? Fees. Their fees pay. Should GST come or no GST? People asked, sir, you to told only if court is giving service or tribunal is giving service, then there is no GST. What if services are given by whom? CDRC, Consumer Dispute Redressal. And for this, government went ahead and issued one circular. Please come down, everyone. Circular. GST on amount charged by consumer dispute redressal. People, consumer dispute redressal. They are not literally tribunal, but they have the characteristic of tribunal. They are like tribunal or court only. They are not tribunal, but they are like what? Tribunal or court. They are like tribunal. And hence, fees paid or penalty charged by them or any amount paid to CDRC, there will be no. My question over here, whatever amount they are collecting, will they collect GST or no GST? Their service pay, will ever any GST come or no GST? Is my point clear to all? That's all they went ahead and clarified. I want you guys to read both of them. Tell me if you're clear, then we'll go ahead. Please read, everyone. Please read quickly. Now, clear, everyone? Chalo. Tell me one thing, everyone. Just give me a second. Now, everyone listen. See, Schedule 3 in your book. Services by employee to employer in the course or in relation to employment. Neither supply of goods nor supply of. Now, clarification on perquisite. Did we learn about the clarification? Chalo. Then it says services by court or tribunal which is established under law. Court can include district court, high court, supreme court, etc. People, this paragraph which is there now, which I have written over here, this I will not teach you today, but after chapter number 3. When we have learned after chapter number 3, we will go ahead and learn after chapter number 3. Can we go ahead, everyone? Next. Now we'll move to the third paragraph. Please come to the third one. People, the third one goes ahead and says, function performed by MP. What is MPs, everyone? Member of Parliament. MLA, Member of Legislative Assembly. MLC, Member of Legislative Council. You tell me one thing. All these MPs, MLA, MLCs, are they, people over here, MP, MLCs, MLA, are they employees of someone? They are giving their services to whom? Government, and government gives them salary. Correct? But they are never the employee. And government is not the employer. But they are giving their services to government. The amount which is paid is known as salary. The amount which is paid is known as what, everyone? But they don't have a employee-employer contract with the government. Are we all clear? If they are not employee, it means whatever services they are giving, it will come under GST. And hence, they went ahead and wrote under Schedule 3 and told, if the functions are done by whom? MP, MLA, MLCs, etc. If I tell you etc., in the book it is written. Function are performed by MP, MSL, member of Panchayat, member of Parliament, member of municipality, member of local authority, all these people who are there. Whenever they are going ahead and doing what, everyone? Their service is also neither supply of goods. So whenever government is paying them, will they collect GST or no GST? Because the services of MP, MLAs, etc. comes under what, everyone? Schedule 3. People, you tell me one thing. Are they doing an activity? Are they doing it for a consideration? Are they also trying to make money? But they are not employee and no one is the employer. Do you think member of parliament ka employer is there? No, there is no employer. But still, government pays them salary. The name is salary, but there is no employee-employer relation. And hence, their services are put in Schedule 3 and they have told their services are neither supply of goods nor supply of. Next. Duties performed by constitutional post holder. Can you tell me What do you mean by constitutional post holder? President, then prime minister, then vice president, then speaker, then you will see Controller and Auditor General of India. All these people who are there, people, Home Minister. So basically, President, Vice President, Prime Minister, correct everyone? Controller and Auditor General, all these are holding post. People listen carefully. Are they employees of anyone? Do you think the Prime Minister is the employee of someone? No. But they are holding post under the Constitution of India. Do you guys agree with me? Are they giving their services to the Constitution? In return, no. For their services, the Constitution of India goes ahead and pays them salary. Basically, from the government, they get salary. But are they employee? Array everyone. They are not employees of anyone. Are they an employer? No. It means their services will become taxable. And hence, government went ahead and wrote it over here and told whenever duties are performed by whom everyone? Constitutional post holder, the services given for which they are going in and charging what everyone? Salary. People, this service is taxable or neither supply of goods? Are we all clear till here? Now listen. The next is duties performed by chairperson, member or director of a body which is established by the government where he is not an employee. 1 minute. Supposingly, people, governmental bodies like, what are the bodies which are set up by the government? Like you will see Bureau, Immigration Bureau. All these are basically bodies which are set up by whom? Government. Any body which is government ka body. Basically, if I give you some example, chalo. Body established by government. In the exam, they will give you the name and they will tell you it's a body established by the government. Some example will take 1 minute. Like if you go ahead and see all this Bureau of Immigration, which are formed by the government, all these are government ka bodies which are there. The Finance Commission, Election Commission, all these are formed by whom everyone? Government. These are bodies which are established by whom everyone? Government. Now, if in a government body, I am elected as a chairperson, or I am a member, or I am a director, and I am giving my services, and in return, I am getting any remuneration. Remember, everyone listen. If I am an employee, then 1 minute. If I am an employee and there is the employer, where will my service come? Will my service come in GST or no GST? Where will it come? Paragraph number? My service will be neither supply of goods nor supply of. Array everyone, yes or no? But supposingly, I am not an employee and they are not the employer. But I am giving my service and getting remuneration. I am a chairperson or member or director, CMD of what? Then my service also will be neither supply of goods nor supply of service under paragraph number 1 or paragraph number 3. People, see, wherever there is a service performed by chairperson, member or director of a body which is established by the, where you are not a, is my point clear? Tell me one thing, chalo, I'll ask you some question and then I'll go ahead. People, tell me one thing. I am an employee giving services to one company. Employee to employer. GST, no GST? No GST. Okay, second one. I'm court. Court is going in and giving you service and collecting fees. GST, no GST? No GST. I am tribunal. Tribunal is giving services. GST, no GST? No GST. Okay. I am a consumer dispute redressal commission. Collecting penalty, collecting fees. GST, no GST? No GST. I am a MP giving services to the government. No GST. MLA ka service. Member of Panchayat ka service. No GST. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, if I go ahead and tell you, I am Prime Minister of India and giving the services to the Constitution. My service GST, no GST? No GST. I am Controller and Auditor General of India. My services, the government pays me salary. GST, no GST. Government ka body is there. I am a chairperson, member, or director of a body which is established by the government, and I am getting money. Is my service taxable or neither supply of goods nor supply of service? Neither supply of goods nor supply of. See, it's written over here. When duties are performed by any person who holds a post in pursuance of the provision of Constitution of India. I've given some example over here. President, Vice President, Prime Minister, Chief Justice, Speaker, Chief Election Commission, Controller and Auditor General, Chairperson of Union Public, UPSC, Attorney General of India. In that capacity, basically, they are holding a post under the. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. If duties are performed by any person as a chairperson, member, or director, CM, in a body which is established by the government and who is not an employee before the commencement of this clause, means you are not an employee, then your services will be what? Taxable on neither supply of goods nor supply of service. Can I go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here now, please come back. Now, the next paragraph over here is, people, you tell me one thing. Services of mortuary. What's a mortuary? Where the dead body is kept. Burial, the act of burying someone. Funeral, act of performing all the last rite, funeral rites. Correct, everyone? Nowadays, whenever a person dies and is taken to the burial ground, in the burial ground, lot of services are given. Correct? For the services, the burial ground person, uh, okay, goes ahead and they go ahead and tell, sir, if you want to bury this person, we will go ahead and charge 10,000 rupees. If you want, we'll give you this place. This place is little expensive. Correct or not? You will see in the burial ground, funeral ground nowadays, they go ahead and charge premium charges. They go ahead and say silver class service 25,000, premium gold class service 50,000, silver class 75,000. Like this, services are provided. Pandit ji will come, he will do puja. Government is selling one person has gone. We will not go ahead and charge any GST. One person has gone, we'll let him go in peace. We will not go ahead and charge any GST. So whenever a person dies, his dead body is kept in the mortuary ka charges will be taken. Funeral ka charges will be there. Burial ka charges will be there. Remember, services. So people, the other day, no, I was going on the road. I found one picture. I can show you it. I thought I will show in the class. Wait, wait, wait. Where? See, see, see. 1 minute. See, they are telling St. Peter's funeral undertakers. Now they are giving what services, everyone? Arey Baba, the photo has come like this because from the car I saw and I took photo quickly. Okay. Now you tell me one thing. Are they giving funeral related service? Now whenever they will go ahead and charge any amount to you, they will not go ahead and charge any GST because it's a service relating to what, everyone? Funeral. Are we clear, everyone? So whenever any service is given for what? Mortuary, burial or funeral, including what? Now listen to me very carefully. Whenever a person dies, he is being transported from the hospital, might be to the burial ground, or from the home to the burial ground, or might be they will be taken. People, I'm telling you, don't take it joke. It is important. Listen, in the exam they can ask you. Or might be that person is taken in a truck round the city. Or might be in aeroplane, they will be taken from one place to another. Remember, any kind of transportation done for a deceased person. Government is telling the person has died. We will let him go in peace. We will not go ahead and charge any GST. Whether it is mortuary service, burial service, funeral, including. People, please tell me one thing. Are we clear with the first, second, third, and fourth point? Chalo. I will not go ahead and teach you more, but tell me one thing. Is this 4 point clear to all? Services of funeral, burial, crematorium, or mortuary, including what? Transportation of the deceased. Is my point clear to all? Now, today, what will you do at home? Today, listen. You will revise. Hey, who is telling I'll sleep? No sleeping. Take everyone here now. Listen. Services till here. You will revise everything and then come. Let me see if there is any example which I have any question which is there. Just give me a minute. People listen everyone here. Listen, people here. Uh, your good luck is very good. I've suddenly got cold, so I'm thinking, okay, take care, no problem. You guys also go home today. Tomorrow I'll take 15 minutes extra, okay? Hey, listen. Today you will complete till people here till question number 16. You will do the MCQs. What are the two things you will do at home today? One or two question I have told you to practice. One or two question I have told you to practice. MCQs till 16 and revision. Done everyone. Half an hour ka job it is maximum. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a great day everyone. Take care. Bye guys. Bye. Please revise and come. Otherwise tomorrow morning you will not understand. Please revise and come. Bye guys. Take care.